Hello and welcome to the What's New video of SPAD.neXt Alpha 2. First of all, there have been a lot of usability updates. Thanks a lot for your feedback. The first one is that from this version on, SPAD.neXt will no longer look in the current directory for its configuration files, but in the directory where the SPAD.neXt exe resides. So if you want to start SPAD.neXt together with your simulator, you can now safely add it to the exe.xml file for FSX. So it will be started automatically when FSX starts. And it will look in the directory where the exe is for the configuration files and all the other stuff. Please do not copy the SPAD.neXt stuff into the FSX directory, because I cannot guarantee that it will not overwrite any configuration files from FSX or P3D. So keep it separated from the other stuff, make a separate directory, and you should be fine. If you already have installed the Alpha1, just extract the Alpha2 over the old directory and everything will be fine, everything will be updated, and you won't lose your profiles. So what changed from usability? First of all the switches got new pop-ups, new tooltips that will show if they are configured and enabled, or unconfigured, or configured and not enabled, so you can quickly see if you forgot to enable a switch. Also, the yet to done long description of the switch is shown here. If you then configure a new switch, that's everything like in Alpha 1. Now the search box will also search the description of a setting. So if I enter usage, there will be still all settings available that have usage in the description. And yes, the search box is a tree got pop-ups as well. So if you hover over it, you will see the usage and the comments from the configuration. Also, support for the bit offsets have been added. You can recognize them, that they have a second colon in it and the bit value behind it. If you select such setting, let's use wing lights here, there is a limitation for the on and off values, that you can only index set it to 0 or 1 for the on and off values, because it's bits. Also, you will no longer be able to select the overall bit value. So what was the name? It was something with light. The 0C offset will not show up anymore, because it's spread among the bits, so you cannot select it anymore. I hope I got all the bit offsets into the configuration. If not, just leave me a message in the forums and I'll add them. So yeah, we wanna lose it. So with the new version, pre-configured profiles comes, where I configured all the switches that I found. I didn't find the correct DI switch yet. I haven't looked a lot. So if someone knows the correct offset for it, just let me know. So what has changed as well? So what happens a lot to me is, let's do the other way around. So I loaded up the Bombardier again and connected all the switch. So if I let's switch to that window so we can hear something. Switch on the panel lights will be go on. I switch on the master battery and alternate over here, and then the avionics, can't see them now. Fuel pump left. Didn't check up yet how to make it to turn on all fuel pumps. We'll be looking into that tomorrow. So let's turn off that again, makes a noise. And so we can switch on the beacon lights. Oh, that was enough lights, wrong button. The beacon, nav lights, turn off again. Switch on the strobe. Taxi lights not working on this plane. And landing light. Hard to see now. What happens to me very often when I use the panels is I've configured the switch, but in the heat of the moment I use the switch in the simulator. And what happens then is that the switch is out of sync, or the switch panel is out of sync with the simulator, which can lead to very dangerous situations. So what has been added as well is, if you change a switch that is connected to SPAD.next within the simulator, you will, the simulator, the SPAD.next will flash the button to notify you that the value of the switch panel and the value of FSX do not match. This will also happen when SPAD.next is started. So let's close SPAD.next, change some lights here, master, turn on the fuel pump, and restart SPAD.next. Go to devices, and you will see as default, as always, it has all switches set to off because we cannot query it, and it signals us that 5 of the switches do not match the position in the FSX. So first, what I can do now is, or I have to do now, I press any button, switch on the panel. I usually use the coal button because I don't use it actually. So what happens now is that SPAD.next will read the switch positions from the panel and send them all to FSX over changing all the values to those on the panel, so everything is in sync again. If I change it here again, it's flashing again, and if I then correct the position on the switch panel, the flashing will go away. So let me check my update list if I did something else. No, that's it for today. The next update will then be next week, with maybe the quadrants, depends on how much time I have, and also the next panel supported then will be the radio panel. So stay tuned, grab your version of the Alpha2 at fsgs.com. Leave your feedback in the forums. If you have any suggestions or feature requests, just write them down. I'm gonna read them all. Thanks for all your feedback, and see you next time.